All right, hello YouTube. Today we'll be doing a uh, Math League problem, 12118, Sprint 27. I believe this was on the Math League Middle School National Test. And so it's one of the layer problems, right? You think it's hard, but actually this problem isn't particularly hard in like the way you think it's hard. It's I'll explain as I go along. So here we have that function f from reals to real satisfies 2f of n plus 3f of n over 2 over n is equal to n for all real and not equal to 0. And we want to find f of 4. Okay. Yeah, the question is, how do we do this, right? Like you have a function, right? And like, what is this function? We have no clue what it is, right? So what could we do? Well, I mean, you could guess which function it is, but that's just going to be too difficult to do. So in times like this, right, just think about like what do you need to get to the answer, and just try to do anything you can. Just try everything out, and hopefully that'll get you somewhere. So yeah, we want to compute f of 4, right? So let's just do that. Okay, what if n equals 4? Then we have that 2f of 4 plus 3f of 2 over 4, which is 1/2, is equal to 4, right? And so we get 2f of 4 is equal to, well, I mean, I could solve this, but here, right, we just take a look at it. If we know what f of 1/2 is, then we can find what f of 4 is, right? If we said like, I don't know, f of 1/2 was 3, right? Then we could say, okay, that's 3 times 3. That's not, you subtract that over. You just solve for f of 4 and you have your answer. So now, okay, now we need to find f of 1/2. And now it feels like we're going in circles, right? We're like, we need to find f of 4, we plug in 4, but now we need to find f of something else. But okay, let's just try continuing. Let's see where it goes, right? We want to find f of 1/2. Let's say, what if n is 1/2? Then we have 2f of 1/2 plus 3f of, what is this? 2 over 1/2, which is equal to 4, is equal to 1/2. Okay, now if we know what f of 4 is, then we can figure out what f of 1/2 is. But we need f of 1/2 to figure out what f of 4 is. So we're going in circles, and so you might think we're stuck, except let's just strip away some of the notation, right? Let's suppose x is equal to f of 4, right? Let's just call f of 4 x. Let's call f of 1/2 y, right? And then let's just rewrite this. So we have 2x plus 3y is equal to 4. 2y plus 3x is equal to 1/2, right? And what do we want? We want to compute f of 4. So this has just turned into a find x problem. And it's a find x problem where we have two lines. And so now we just want to figure out where these lines intersect, right? We can solve the system equations. So I think there's besides just playing around and trying to get here, this is the hardest part because you don't want to mess up here. And so what we'll have 4x plus 6y is equal to 8. The bottom one will have 6y plus 9x is equal to 3/2. And so now we have the 6y and 6y cancel. If we subtract the top from the bottom, we get 5x is equal to 3/2 minus 8, which is equal to negative 13 over 2, I believe. And then so now we have x is equal to 13 over 10, negative, don't forget that. And that's basically all we need to solve it. So yeah, it wasn't that difficult, right? All you need to do was play around and just like strip away all of the notation to get basically what you've been doing for a long time, just solving linear equations. And so even though this is like a really late problem, if you just try things out, you'll get to the answer.
Hi, everybody. This is Tim. Hope you're enjoying our videos. If so, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that sort of thing. But what I'd really want to invite you to do is to send us an email at media@mathleague.org. Tell us which problems you'd like to see us cover next in our video series. Take care and see you in the next video.